I had like a pretty rude group of friends come into my job the other day, and the first girl came up and she was sort of like, she was kind of giving more like, I don't really want to do small talk. I just want to buy my things and go. And whenever I get that, I'm like, okay, for sure. Like, just buy your things and go. I got people in line. Like, I have other people to chat with. I'm not worried about it, you know? Like, if that's your vibe, that's your vibe. So I'm sort of just checking her out, and I'm like, yeah. Like, got everything done. And then she's like, and a bag. Oh, okay. Yep. So I get my little hand sanitizer because they're recycled bags and they're hard to open on their own. And I get her a bag and I open it up. I throw her stuff in. I hand it to her. And then her next friend comes up, throws a piece of candy on the counter, like a candy thing that you buy, like one of the little tubes. Throws it on the counter and taps it like this. I was like, is that gonna be all for you today? And then she like looks over and she's like, oh guys, is that all for me? Is that all for me? Or do I want another one? Do I want another one? And then she grabs another piece of candy, throws it on the counter. She's like, that's good. I'm like, okay, grab two more. She's like, grab two more. Why? And I was like, because it's buy two, get two free. And she's like, okay. So she grabs two more, throws them on the counter. And then I check her out and I say her total. She's like, and it's buy two. Like, why did I grab two more? And I was like, because it's buy two, get two free. She was like, how much is each one of them? I was like, $8. She was like, okay. And then I like put her stuff in the bag. When she pays with cash. And again, after I told her the total, she's like, oh, I thought I had a 20 in here. Guys, I thought I had a 20 in here. I don't have a 20 in here. So she gives me two fives on the counter, totally fine, and then just starts throwing dollar bills on top of the fives, doesn't straighten it out or anything. They're all facing different directions. And then she just puts her hand on the cash and pushes it towards me. Okay, all right, doesn't hurt me any, but I didn't really think much of it. You know, like it you get customers like that. The thing that got me about it was that after her was this woman who was just like a really sweet woman, and she comes up to the counter, and apparently I was making a face, right? It's like sometimes your face has subtitles, you can't really control that, but I think I was just sort of like staring at the computer like, wow, that was rude in my brain, but like not really making a thing of it. And she comes up and she's like, wow, that was rude. And I was like, yeah, you know, but like I think it's just more of a performance thing, like when teenagers are around their friends. Like I think they're not really thinking about it. And she goes on to say, like, yeah, but you forget that other people exist when you're so focused on the people you're trying to protect. And that's how people grow bad reputations and don't know why they have them. And I was like, oh, like that is so true. And then that got me thinking, like, have you ever had a friend who is so kind to you and so wonderful around you, and when they're around you they treat people well because they know that that's what you value, but then you don't know if they're around someone else that they're trying to impress how they treat the people around them. You don't know if you're the only person that they're kind to because you're the only person they care to impress. Like, there are a lot of aspects to who someone is as a person, and that is why I don't just go off my own impression of someone, right? Like, I'm sorry, I do take smack talk into account when someone's telling me something about someone. Like, if you tell me someone treated you badly, I'm not going to say, well, they're fine with me. I only judge people based off of my experience with them. No, I'm gonna keep that in the back of my head. Like, I'm because people really do act differently if they're trying to, it's manipulative, really, but like that, you know, that word is kind of thrown around, but it's manipulation to like treat certain people differently because you want something out of them, because you know how to make them like you. And I just think that's something we need to keep in mind. Like, if you have someone you really like, maybe think about what they might be like if they're not around you, if they're around service workers alone, if they're around service workers with people who treat service workers bad. If you have a boyfriend who around his buddies is maybe a little bit not PC, but around you he's fine and he just acts like that with his friends. Who's the common denominator? Like, what if that's his real way he acts and he just acts a certain way around you because he wants you to like him and stay with him? Just food for thought.